Hola.
What's up, wanderers? Wanderers. I always have such a hard time saying that word.
And you're the one that named the podcast. And you're the one that came up with
I did
Wanders and
come up
Weird.
with it.
And I was like, I like that.
Wanderers of weird.
Wanderers of Weird. Need a fedora. I've been watching a lot of Smosh and the chosen characters. If you watch any Smosh content, you know what I'm talking about. Um, what made me think of so one of the guys on there, his name's Spencer. I don't know what it is about Spencer. I like Spencer. I like whatever's wrong with Spencer. It's very attractive. I'll have to show you. Especially when he does the like old school, I don't know what it is. It's like an old gentleman character. I don't know. There's something very hot about it.
All I know about Smosh is that one girl that's on there where she was like, "That's not fair. I need to calm down."
Yeah, Angela. I love Angela. Um, but yeah. So I've been watching a lot of Smosh. But there's an episode where him and Shane they play Trivial Pursuit, and they're playing as the Chosen, and he says the something about the NBA, and then he goes, I'm being told it's like the WNBA but all dudes.
Okay.
I have to show it to you. It's so funny. Like I watch compilations for the most part, but I'm just now getting into like the actual content that they put out. It's so good. It's so funny.
That's what we were watching when I came over that night, yeah?
Yeah, they had gone to like a animal
Yeah.
sanctuary. Yeah, because I was watching an episode last night that just came out this week, and Angela called a penguin a pigeon, and they lost. Her and her partner Chance on the game lost because she said pigeon instead of penguin.
That's all right, because I think it was this week's episode of Jared and Sandy,
Mm-hmm.
they were thrifting, and there was this a penguin figurine statue type thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she asked if it was a penguin or a crow.
Girl. I don't watch their videos anymore just because they're reselling.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how I feel about that. I get it, but at the same time, that's the reason why everything at the thrift store is going up. It's
Right.
because people are going and buying and reselling it.
They're doing it now, I think, because Sandy quit her job, and so now they're just YouTubing
Yeah.
and that, and they're trying to like travel.
Yeah.
They just bought a new RV type vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they're like on a
Like a road trip.
not yet. They're getting there.
Okay.
They're on a health journey too.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to eventually have a baby.
Hmm.
Right now, we just get periodic updates on their sweet little puppy.
Yeah. But
Shane and Rylan might be buying a new house. They've been kind of looking
I saw like
more in the Malibu area.
a thumbnail or
I
whatever.
could so see those baby boys being beach bum boys, little surfer boys.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of their stuff in a long time.
I
I'm gonna
stay
be
watching
honest
it.
with you.
I stay watching it. Do you watch Morgan and Brooks?
Not really, no. I haven't I haven't watched any of theirs. Right now, I'm on like I said, I'm on a Smosh kick. Any of the British people, I'm staying up to date with. Mostly Joe and Diane.
I have been on a kick where I've been finding random um I think they're Irish like TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's got, which I know you haven't watched Bridgerton, but like the ones that I have watched have two of the ones that I've watched have had one of the girls that's in Bridgerton, oh my god, what is her name? She married into the Bridgerton family.
Is it the little blonde one?
The bigger one.
Yeah. Is it called the Dairy Girls or something?
I've watched Dairy Girls. There's also one called...
She mentioned it, like, because I like watching clips of the Graham Norton show, and she's mentioned a story about that show.
That show was good. I just watched not too long ago, Big Mood that she was in, and it's more of a, she's got, like, mental wellness issues. I forget exactly what
that cat in here.
I forget exactly.
I asked her if she wanted in here. She told me no, so I didn't let her in. Come on, big girl.
She's got, I forget what the official diagnosis is that she had, but it was a really good show. It shows like the reality of what stuff like that is about. But and then there's another show that has another one of the girls from Dairy Girls in it. That was like, how do you get to heaven from somewhere in Ireland? But I'm on a big kick of those shows because I find them all quite entertaining and funny. So if you guys know of any good TV shows that are like based out of Ireland type shit, let me know.
I know some pretty good British ones.
I haven't watched hardly any British ones.
Fawlty Towers is one of my favorites.
I'll have to look it up.
I like it.
I'll have to look it up.
I'm over here sniffing my finger and then holding your mouth open like something stinks. I don't appreciate it. This is our catch-up episode. Sorry, the last one was,
it wouldn't be the last one for them.
Well, no, the last, like, chit-chat episode, was a bit off because we recorded it in the car and we're pretty sure somebody's ringtone went off and triggered some sort of algorithm that immediately got the episode taken down. But
that being said, let me put my phone on vibrate.
It took like 2 days to get the episode reinstated, I think. And it did not go up on our YouTube, which is unfixable because our platform that we record through and YouTube no longer speak. So I'm not gonna. The New York episode went up, so I'm not gonna tempt fate and go in there and try and screw with anything. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I had to do the settings through YouTube when I set it up. I think I had to do it through YouTube. So that might be where the setting is. Because I think I have to have that like RSS feed or whatever to be able to. But anyways, big changes in my life.
Sorry to say, why don't you go first this time?
So last time we talked, like, was everybody sneezy yet?
No.
Okay. It happened so fast. So we got everybody in the house in terms of cats started getting a little sniffle. Started with Ziggy, and then his got worse and worse. Took him to the vet. And by the time he went to the vet, everybody else was not bad, but sneezing and like runny eyes and all that. So I made an appointment. I got him a shot. He started to get better, but he's even still sneezing a little bit. So I might take him back. He seems okay. Like it's not bothering him. But so then fast forward, it's like just a few days, it seemed, because it was like Sunday night. So I took him on Thursday, and then by Sunday, everybody else in the house.
Let's pause though. Let's tell them what we discovered about Ziggy that day.
Okay. So like about his age and stuff. So he is in fact quite ancient.
If you guys haven't followed the story, so Ziggy is a cat that someone that lived near Brittany asked her to keep while he found a place to go that he could come back and
while
get
him and his wife were getting divorced. Well, turns out there was no divorce. They're still married. They moved.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Oh, yeah, they're still married. They moved, and we think they just wanted to get rid of him because he's a problem. Because he pees on rugs. He likes to pee on a rug. Don't know if it's age related. I don't know if it's behavioral, but I got reusable doggy pee pads and changed them out every couple of days. Well, it's been almost 2 years since we've had this cat temporarily, right? Well, anyway, go to the vet. We don't know anything about him. Go to the vet, went ahead and had blood work done, which all came back good. His urine is like super diluted, and I was like, yeah, because he drinks like 1,000 gallons of water a day. He's always in there drinking. I was worried.
Boy.
Well, I was worried that he maybe had that like feline herpes.
Yeah.
And I was starting to get real nervous about it. And but it's all of his issues are age related. So he weighs under 5 pounds. He's just a little under 5 pounds. His muscle loss is like indicative of a cat that's about 19 years old. So he might even be older than 19. I don't know, but he they didn't get a stool sample. They charged me for one, but they didn't get it. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
They got enough of your money lately.
Right. Well, getting to feeling a little better, and then Willow's sneezing, Amara's sneezing, and Lil Cat has runny eyes. She's not really sneezing a lot, and she's not really like snotty, like because Amara and Ziggy both got really snotty, and like their eye, like her little nose was so crusted up, and I kept trying to clean it, and it was bad. Well, cut to that Sunday night, it's like 10:30 or so, and like that's when Lil Cat started kind of coming in the bedroom and like just laying around. And it was about midnight or so, and she started to like kind of just breathe more heavily. It was almost like she was kind of like just so everybody knows, just like a little content warning. I'm going to talk about pet loss. But and like all the circumstances that led up to that. But I was like, okay, well, I already planned to call the vet the next morning for Amara and Willow to get in. I was like, if I can bring them all three in, great. So I call first thing. They can't see them that day, but they squeeze in Little Cat because of her respiratory distress. So all day long, like she had gone to the litter box. I didn't see her eat or drink, but I wasn't concerned because she did use the litter box. And she had been like up and walking around, and then she would go lay down for a little while. But like she was like just gasping for air. And like she had been drooling. It was awful.
The face that Amara just made was very diabetes.
Well,
she's very people-y.
She weighs more than Lil Cat did, by the way.
I'm not saying she looks like she got diabetes.
But I just need you to know that. She weighs a pound more than Lil Cat did.
Nice. She looked like, what was his name?
Vito?
No, the dude that did the commercials.
Oh, girl, I don't know. I'm thinking about something else.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
though.
I know who you're talking about. But anyway, so all that afternoon, like I'm just in here trying to find something, trying to keep her comfortable, because they were like, well, you might need to take her to an emergency vet. And with everybody knows that like pet care is expensive. It's very expensive. And I was like, so trying to figure that out, got all prepared for like a payment plan situation. And then I was like, well, if I need to take her to a different, like an animal hospital, I got her pre-approved for one that takes this payment plan and all this. So get there. They really can't do anything for her because it's like beyond, it's entered emergency territory. So we're like, they get her stabilized, and we get her transported to an animal hospital. And after many hours of waiting, uh, and some expensive testing and all of this, she had pneumonia, and also her illness presented differently because of like an underlying heart issue she had that they found through like a $400 blood test. So we were basically presented with like a $5,000 estimate at its low end potentially. And knowing that, and her age, because she was 13 years old. She had just turned 13 like a couple months ago. And I went back and saw her, and then like I just knew I was making the right decision for her, because like I hadn't seen her age basically. Like I've been like you still look like a spring chicken. And then I saw her, and I was like, you look every second of 13 years old for a cat, you know? And it was hard. It was one of the hardest things I have done as an adult. I don't know that I have cried that much about the loss of a person, ever. So, like I woke up the next morning because I had to take Amara and Willow to the vet the next morning, bright and early, because I think their appointment was at 8:30. So like we got there at open, with my eyes almost swollen shut. And I wore my other glasses, my big glasses, hoping that it would disguise them. But the nurse that was there the day before, she was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, God. She was very sweet. She was very, very sweet. But I got Little Cat back the other day. They hand delivered her. It wasn't like it was like somebody from that company like drove out here, and like everything that like comes with her has like a sticker that's got like her name and everything on her government name was Rose, so it's got like a barcode and everything to make sure it's all going back to the right cat. We got keys to lock her in so she can't get out. I decorated the inside of her little urn box. Very cute, because the next morning, so I ordered stickers. I've got stickers of everybody. There's a couple over there for you if you want them. That are left on that sheet. But yeah, I decorated the inside of her little box with pictures of herself. And her little stars in there. Because with Tom's, it's not like that. So I was like,
I petted her when I got here.
We paid like $500 for this, so I'm gonna put stickers on it if I want to.
No. I said she's telling me, she texted me the other day whenever she got her back, and so we're talking about. I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Is it too early to make a morbid joke?"
And I was like, "No,"
because I already got one too.
Yeah.
I was like, now
there's
she
literally
has
a
to
lock.
Let me pet her.
There's literally a lock on it. I was like, is that to keep her inside? What is that for?
Probably to keep others out.
Well, I'll probably like hide things in there. I think she would enjoy that. But anyway, I'm doing much better now handling it. I still get a little, and I probably will for a long time thinking about it. Because I've never, we were talking earlier with Tom, I had like a lead up, and I got time to become accustomed to it.
You could prepare.
Yeah. It's like the first time they came in and mentioned like thousands of dollars, I kind of knew what the outcome was going to be. And I only had like a few hours to adjust to that idea.
Yeah.
And it was hard. It was a really nice experience. And then that same animal hospital sent me a card, right? And like it wasn't the whole staff. It was just the ones that were there that night.
Aww.
Signed the card. And
it
then
means
they
a little bit more than.
Yeah. Because like our regular vet, it just says, what did it say? It was like staff of, and then the acronym of the animal hospital or the animal clinic. And I'm like, I thought that was gonna make me cry. I was like, no, I feel like that's a little impersonal. So I appreciate the gesture,
right?
But didn't get me in the feels like I thought it would. But the other one definitely did. And to top it off, there's an envelope of flower seeds of forget-me-nots.
Aw.
Yeah. So I've got some potting soil already. So there's like a planter out here on the carport that I want to put on the front porch and plant them in there. And then maybe, I don't know if those continue to come up. I'll have to look at that little pouch, because if not, I'd like to continue planting those like every year in there. But yeah, so that's been that going on. And then like I'm sitting there because that was on a Monday, and we don't work on Mondays.
They will continuously return to your garden year after year.
Okay, good. Well,
they usually complete their life cycle in 1 or 2 years, but they're self-seeders. So once they're established, they'll drop seeds and sprout new.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
That's why they're called forget-me-nots, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so that happened on a Monday. We don't work on Mondays. He was at work. I left the animal clinic and went and picked him up so we could go to the animal hospital together. And yeah, so I'm sitting there after the fact, and I looked at him and I was like, I just have to go to work tomorrow. Like I'm supposed to just go to work. He's like, you can have off if you want it. And I was like, well, I appreciate that, but I feel like it would be better for me to work. And it was. Did it suck? Would I have much rather been home crying? 100%. But it gave me the break from crying that I needed.
Right.
And I could just like I listened to Cody Crowley's new book, the audiobook. I got that. I listened to that. And then I just went back to my tried and true haunted guest house mysteries that I've been listening to. And then I would come home to have an edible and sometimes cry, sometimes not, and watch Smosh videos and work on my vinyl collection album that that was like one of the last tasks that Little Cat helped me with, was when I sat in there and like wrote down every single vinyl record I have so that I could put it in a logbook. And because she was all up in my space, you know. And that's what I was doing the day that I'm like waiting to, and I was just working on that because I couldn't find one that I liked that was already made. So I was like, I'm just going to make one. And I was like, I told him, I said, after all this effort, if I'd end up not even keeping up with this damn book, I'm going to be so pissed at myself because I have like hand lined every page. I have handwritten every single like artist, album title, year, the label, like the record label, genre, and condition on every, because I couldn't find any that had like those specific, it had like other shit that I don't care about.
Right.
And so it's still not done. But it is, all the pages are lined, and that's something. I'll take that as a win, but my hand starts cramping after a while. I think I've got carpal tunnel. My Adderall I took this morning is worn off, so bear with me.
You usually don't take Adderall on the weekends.
I needed to finish the short story. I was having a really hard time getting inspired the past couple of weeks.
Understandably.
So I was like I finished our next episode, the North Carolina episode, and I'm pretty excited about it. And then I was like, I gotta finish that short story because I had started it a little bit, and then I was like, I just don't know the direction I want to take this. And I think there may be a part 3, so prepare yourself for that. I think there will definitely be a part 3. But
we're just going to leave y'all on a cliffhanger.
Oh, a big one. A big one. Prepare yourself. Let's see, what else? Besides my cat dying. Oh. So, when you're grieving, you're not in the best of moods, right?
Right.
So I'm just like at work going through the motions. And then, like, we had, like, a customer. It was, like, a series of customers or whatever.
Carefully, because and look at her. The way she is sprawled.
Oh.
This is cracking me up.
You splooted out?
She is splooted.
Sweet girl. But we had a few customers. This was, like, Wednesday or Thursday after the fact. And I think it was Wednesday. And Daniel, finally, he goes, "Are you okay?" And I stopped and I looked and I was like, "My cat just died." And he's like, "Fair enough." And I'm like at work, it was actively, I was actively working to not cry at work. Like, it was taking an active effort.
Right.
Because, like, all I can think about is, when something happens to somebody, especially, Little Cat was in my life for 13 years. Yeah. That's a long-ass time. That was my ride or die bitch, right? Yeah. So, it's a massive loss for me.
Yeah.
And now, for him, it is somewhat, but she didn't like him. So it's not as hard.
Right.
And he didn't rescue her. He didn't, go through the kitten phase with her.
Right.
Like, it's just a different type of bond that she and I had. And, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm actively grieving. But I'm like, all I can think about is, like, every time she would come up to me and I pushed her away because I was doing something, and all of that kind of, that's all I could think about. So I started, like, a notes app in my phone. One night I came home, took a gummy, and all I did was sob all night because I went in my notes app and just started, like, writing down memories because I'm like, there's stuff about Tom that I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish I had thought about documenting, like, those kind of, like, silly little nuances. So I'm like, I'm going to do better about that. And so I wrote down, like, everything I could remember and then kind of used it as, like, a journal for a few days. Because I do plan on making a Little Cat scrapbook when I feel like I am mentally capable of that because I need to be able to see to do that, right? You can't see if you're sobbing.
Right.
So
this is true.
But I'm, like, saving little things that I find and, like, the cards that I've gotten. But yeah. So there's that. I know I had a point that I was, like, taking that, but I don't remember what it was. But all of that to say I'm doing better now because I could talk about all of that without crying.
Right.
So I think we're on the other side and feeling better. Do you really want to know the moment that I knew I was feeling better? So I've talked about the Graveyard Rock playlist.
Yeah.
I was on my way home and the song Love Potion No. 9 came on, and it was like I had been reanimated. I had been a zombie for like a week and a half, right?
Yeah.
And then I hear that song on that playlist on my way home. And it was like, ah. I don't know. I can't explain it. Music has always made me feel better, though.
I get it.
That was also how I knew that I was not doing well, because I did not listen really to, like, I didn't turn the radio up on my way home and stuff from work. I just had it on and wasn't singing along or anything. Tough times.
It is tough times.
I also decided I'm going to need to put it in my little book. When I croak, I want to be buried in the backyard with all my cats. Put us all in one box, all of us in our ashes, our little individual boxes into one box and put us in the backyard.
I like it.
I'm going to leave it in my plans.
Can you imagine though that like?
Because I mean, if I was being casket buried, I'd want them all in there. Put them all, shove them all in there. I don't care how many cats I had in my lifetime. Put them all in.
Can you imagine though, in like, I don't know, 100 years,
somebody digs it up,
somebody else buys this land, like it's no longer your family or whoever that's here, and then like because you're gonna have to fence it in, and then they're like, why is this fenced in? And then they find y'all.
It's already a pet cemetery back there.
I mean, yeah.
There's a chicken, a hedgehog, one turtle. The others in the freezer.
Still?
Yeah. We hadn't had a funeral yet. I did order like a cast iron turtle though. That's like flat. That'll sit like whenever we do it.
Yeah.
We both have avoidant personality types, unless you haven't noticed.
I mean,
we like to avoid hard things.
I've noticed. More so you than him, but I don't spend as much time with him as I do you, so there's that.
No, it's very rampant in both sides of this household.
I think it's funny though, like I don't spend a whole lot of time with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do, I give him a hard time.
Yeah, as you should.
But he knows that it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
He knows that, I think he's a pretty cool dude.
I think he enjoys when people can do that and not be butthurt.
How's he going to send me a picture or a video of a sitz bath yesterday?
Oh,
and be like, do you need this? No, the hell I do not.
He showed me that and I got tickled.
I was like, he's such an asshole. And Easton's like, I'm going to tell him you said that about him. And I was like, okay. I was like, text him right now and tell him Mom said you're an asshole.
Sorry for blowing my nose into the mic, but
he said, can I say that word? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Can I say that word?
Mother of the year over here.
As if he ain't saying it when he ain't around.
As if he doesn't say that shit at school. I'm not dumb.
It's only going to get worse.
Anyway, so
that was my biggest thing.
Is that all you were gonna say? You got other stuff.
I do have other stuff, but
go for it. No, go for it.
Okay. So to make myself feel better,
I'm paying attention. I swear. I was just asked to send a bunch of pictures, and I'm doing it now, so I don't forget. I
mentioned earlier that Cody Crowley's new book come out, Body Count. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. If you want like a sapphic slasher, it's pretty good. I quite enjoyed it.
I'm about to show my stupidity. What does that mean?
Sapphic?
Yes.
Gay.
Got you.
It's a little gay. So,
the best things usually are.
Yeah. And I would say that this one is a little bit more explicit. So, like, there were some romantic stuff in Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch, but Body Count, it's on the older side of YA. So, like, I would say definitely be more of an A.
All right.
And not, so, like, I think Maddie would be fine with that.
Maddie has read things that she probably
exactly. Like, it's still tame considering some of the things that I know that she's read.
Teenage moms, stand with me when I say your children be reading stuff without you getting to approve first, and they be reading stuff that they shouldn't.
Right. But this one, I think she would enjoy this book.
She also plays on the fact that I'm not a reader.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to know what Haunting Adeline is.
No.
Exactly.
No.
But, so, when I read the book, because you got it for me for Christmas, I got the ARC Reader edition, read that, and all I could think about is, like, the vibes of like what like a t-shirt from the hotel of this book would look like. And so on her like press tour and stuff, Cody has had this like neon sign that says Coral Cove Motel, and it's like a seashell, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to show you what I was making, my experiment the other day. First and foremost, I made a hat.
Cute.
The white thread glows in the dark. And then I made, this is what I was making. So I don't like to
Where
work
the thread used to
with the thread. Break. So you see it's like glittery thread. So the glittery thread, I was like, I bought that. It's expensive. It's like a small spool, and it was like $15-$20. And I informed Daniel. I was like, yeah, I'm over here experimenting with this like $15 thread that I got that I did not tell you about and I did not need. So I just thought it was pretty and wanted to try it one day. And so I'm making use of it and learning how to use it. And he's like, he just looks and he's like, good, I guess. So I've kind of figured out like how to use that. Like, I would say it's more of like a tinsel thread.
These are so good. This is like my Tim Tams. These are like thin mints, but better.
Disgusting. But yeah, so I figured out kind of, because this is the second one I did, and it broke the thread more often than the one that I was stitching when I was on the phone with you. I would have shown you that one, but it's in the washing machine because it's mine.
You had it on last night.
No, that's that.
Oh.
But anyways, so figured that out. The only thing that's like I find bizarre, so I had to like slow down the stitch, like how many stitches per minute. So normally, like, for example, I'm gonna get a little work jargon on you. So like this hat design, right? Mm-hmm. That is 600 stitches per minute.
Okay.
Normally for like a t-shirt or like a left chest or whatever, it's where it's flat, it's 800 stitches per minute.
Okay.
For that thread, I had to slow it down to 600 stitches per minute so it wouldn't break.
Because it was moving too fast.
Because it was moving too fast, and it was like fraying that already pretty fragile thread. Yeah. Like I had to, when I said lick it and stick it, I was licking it and threading the needle.
Oh.
Because when I would trim it, it would fray, and then I can't thread it if it's frayed. But it would break, and then I would have, like, if it continuously broke, I knew it was time to change the needle. I only did 2 of those, and I had to change it wears out the needle. So I had to change the needle twice.
Oh.
When I did just 2 of those, like, seashell outlines with that tinsel thread. Because it took 25 minutes just to do that. And then whenever it shifted to that glow-in-the-dark thread, I increased it to 700 stitches per minute. Because that one's also like a finicky thread. Because normally I work with like a poly neon. But yeah. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna send these her way. But I'm waiting because I also want to stitch the taffies. I'm been trying to get him to get them digitized so I can stitch the taffies because I'm very excited. I think that those would look very cool.
This thing over here on this sticker?
Yeah. There's 3 of them that are like, listen, the taffies alone in this book are like a character. I gave you my login for that audiobook app. Use it. There's a few good books in there. I don't have body count on there, though. I had to get that one on Audible. But I'll probably get it over here, too. Because that's where I've got Your Last Vengeful Bitch. But I had to wait to get my pre-order because it came with a keychain and stuff, and they ran out. So I had to wait for them to get more.
It is a pretty cute keychain, though.
It is very cute.
I hadn't even read the book, but I'm like kind of jealous of the keychain.
I know. I was like, that's very cool. Welcome to Wildwood, as wild as you want to be. So, but yeah, it's like prom weekend, Jersey Shore, like 80s slasher vibes, but it's in modern times. I think the only thing about it, even though it does very clearly, like, it flip flops back and forth between, like, I think it's like 7 years ago and then current, and then it will flip between characters sometimes. And I think that trips me up a little bit, but it's done in a way that, like, the story flows the best told that way. If that makes sense.
Well, I will tell you, you got a book that you presented in your thrift haul a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sounds good. And I got it on the Libby app. I did have to wait for a little bit.
The book club for the troublesome women?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to follow at first, but it could also be because I'm like half listening because I'm listening to it while I'm working.
Yeah.
And I'm already kind of bored with it and I'm not very far in. But I'm going to try and continue to give it its space.
Yeah. I'm telling you, what was it? There was one that I got that I took a chance on. So, sorry, I forgot TikTok was open. It's part of Storytellers. And it's like the, what is it called? Audiobooks.com app, girl. And I get a VIP selection, so I pay for a credit every month. And then I also get a VIP selection. And they have like a list of books that you can choose from and they rotate them out, I think once every like 2 months or so. Some of them stay on there, some of them don't. But there is an author, her name is Helen Power. I used a credit to get her other book. But the book is called, hold on, let me find it. Girl, my library. Okay, it's called The Ghosts of Thorwald Place. I think you might like this book. The only thing that I didn't like about it was it felt like the ending was rushed. It's 11 hours. So whenever I'm looking like to use my VIP credits or even my credits, I generally won't use something I've paid for on like a 4-hour long audiobook. I'm not going to do that.
It seems that every audiobook I've been picking here lately has been 11. This one, that one is 11 hours.
Damn. And that's not a thick book.
And then the last one that I went through, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampire Hunting or whatever.
Yeah.
It's 15 hours.
Oh, it's up there. But it's
a pretty good book though.
So the main character is murdered, and the entire book takes place in basically the elevator where she was murdered.
Oh.
But she can visit like certain things, and she gets to learn. She was agoraphobic, so she didn't leave. There's reasons why she is. So like it, but I don't want to spoil it if anybody wants to read it or listen to it or whatever. And I liked the audiobook. The narration was really good. But it all takes place through her eyes of what she can see. And like you realize that like A, everybody in this apartment building is fucked up. And B, like it's such a wild ride, like listening to her trying to figure out who killed her. But the ending just felt, I was a little let down, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But it was still good. It was still well worth the 11 hours that I spent listening to it. And I can't, it was one of those, like, if I had been physically reading that book, I would not have been able to put it down.
Right.
Um,
Much like me with Selena's book, because I'm telling you, I finished that book.
I still need to re-listen to that, because I'm still not sure if I liked it.
I'm still in the waiting list for that on the Libby app. That, and I've got a couple in my stash that I'm waiting on. That one, The Vengeful Bitch.
Mm.
And then I also got put in line for Bunny's autobiography.
Yeah.
Says I got 4. Oh, and then you also talked about this one in your thrift haul, the devil in White City, in the White City.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put that in there. It's like a 26-week hold.
Yeah.
I've been on hold waiting for Selena's book since I read it.
Yeah.
Essentially. So back in January, February. And I'm still 39th in line.
Oh my God.
I started at 107th. I placed the hold on it March 11th.
How long do they give you to
2
listen
weeks.
to them? Oh, okay.
I am 93rd in line for The Devil in White City. 171st in line for Stripped Down, and 53rd in line for Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch.
And these are like from like our public library.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all need to get on it.
They need more copies.
Yeah, that's true. That too.
But
I know the librarian.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still the same one?
Mm-hmm.
That girl that we were recently talking about, her mom?
Yeah. But yeah. I forgot what else I was gonna say. What have you been up to?
Well, let me think. Harken back to when we were last here and what's happened since then. Soccer, which is now over as of today. Yeah. I look forward to soccer season starting every time. Yeah. And then about halfway through, I'm ready for it to be over. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself between now and when it starts back up. Yeah. We had a good season. It was a pretty good season. When will it
start back up? In the fall, right?
Probably like August, September.
Yeah.
Because our tournaments are always like right there at Halloween.
Yeah.
It was a good season. I saw a lot of improvement in the team. The majority of our team was returning players.
Yeah.
I did get a little discouraged and disappointed within the last couple of weeks with a couple of the players, because it's like all of a sudden we decided that we're going to be cocky about everything. There's a huge difference between confidence and cocky.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. We got some information on some stuff, and I got a little discouraged, but we're going to keep trucking on.
Yeah.
Until my kids decide they no longer want to play.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to coach if my kids are not playing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Easton also decided within the past couple of weeks that possibly next spring he's going to play baseball instead of soccer.
You want to try that again?
Yeah, I'm excited about that, because honestly, and I'm not trying to be that parent that's like, oh, my kid's the best, because I'll be the first to tell you, Easton showed some huge improvement in soccer this year. I'm telling you, it's like it all of a sudden clicked and it makes sense, and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing when he puts his mind to it. Today was not that day.
Yeah.
But like with baseball, you see kids play a sport and it's like it just naturally comes to them. He's got the form. He's like natural with it. And so I'm so excited to see him.
But maybe he can try and get on his friend Matt's team, because Matt coaches now.
Yeah.
And their son plays. He's pretty good.
I'm pretty excited. I just want to see if he'll take it seriously and how far he can go with it.
Yeah.
But
honestly, in terms of like coaches with patience, I think Matt would be the best. He's so patient.
We placed third in the soccer tournament today.
That's not bad.
Out of 4 teams.
That's not bad.
I mean, no, it's not bad. We almost did not win the one game that we did win. That team showed up because the last couple times we played them, it was not pretty. It got to the point where I was having to y'all slow down.
Yeah.
We're not trying to. I don't know if there's an equivalent to a run rule in soccer, but in baseball, softball, you can only be so many runs ahead of a team before they just call the game.
Yeah.
But if there is one, we were getting there.
Yeah.
We've also been run rolled a couple times. Not run rolled, but been in a close position if there is one.
Yeah.
With teams playing, teams beating the crap out of us. My team is not the greatest by any stretch of the imagination, but they've got the potential.
Yeah.
But it was a good season. I was pretty pleased with how it all ended. Mm-hmm. They played hard. Today was just hot.
Yeah.
And miserable.
The air was thick.
Yeah.
Today.
It was, but it still isn't because somebody was like, it's summertime weather out here. And TJ was like, no, it's not.
No.
He's like, yes, it's 90 degrees, but it is not, the humidity hasn't set in yet.
We got really lucky because we went to, I'll talk about this in a minute, but we went to the Ren Fair last week.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hot in the sun, but overall it was the best day we could have picked.
I wanted to go so bad. We were supposed to go week before last, but somebody got in trouble at school, and so we couldn't do fun things. That's a whole Easton can school's almost out and he's tired of it, so he's showing his ass.
Yeah.
He's been within 1 week he's I got 2 or 3 phone calls from the school.
Damn.
But he has been on his best behavior since.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's that. I don't know. This past week was a rough week.
Yeah.
I was trying not to because you're usually the person that I call and just spill to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying not to because I knew that you were going through your own shit.
Yeah.
But I know that I did a little bit.
That's okay.
But
it's not, whenever you're going through it, it's nice to have to think about something that's not your problems.
But then again, sometimes people will be bitching about their stuff, and you're like, do you know what I'm going through? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I try not to be that person. It was a long week.
Honestly, everybody's going through something.
Yeah. Sunday, Mother's Day started out good, took a turn by the end of the day. I'm not going to go into it here. And it just kind of set the mood for the next couple of days, I think. Yeah. And then Wednesday, it was everything that I had planned, the universe said, fuck you. And we had to pivot. I honestly, because I was supposed to do therapy this morning, and during soccer season, I'm having to do therapy, get up at 6:30 on a Saturday so that I can do therapy from 7 to 8 before we go to soccer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I really just want to sleep. Mm-hmm. And I almost canceled it. And then the universe was like, no, you really need this.
When you think you might want to cancel is when you probably need it the most.
Yeah, the universe was like, no, you need this week. And believe you me, that hour flew by. It was a rough week. Now, but I will say, I think it was Monday night or Tuesday night. It was all of a sudden I just got new life breathed into me for a minute.
Yeah.
And put the kids to bed, jumped on Fortnite with the Megans, and, had a good time, played with some other people, and then it's 11:30 at night, and I finally get off of there, and I'm going to bed, but I had music going on my laptop the whole time, and as I'm getting ready to go to bed, Whitney Houston starts playing. What song was it?
Don't sing it. Heaven help.
No, I can't even remember the name of the song now. But it was a banger, and I was like, oh, Can I even say the name of the song? I can,
You
right?
can say the name of the song, yeah.
How Will I Know?
I don't know that one, I don't think. I'll have to listen to it.
You will when you hear it.
Probably.
It comes on.
Oh, I think I do know.
Girl, 11:30 at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
11:30 at night. I'm fucking cutting a rug in that bedroom, all around that bedroom. I'm having the greatest time. I'm so glad when nobody else home but me and the kids were asleep.
Yeah.
TJ would I probably would have never in front of TJ.
Oh, no.
But I was having a great time.
I love a little dance. I love a little shimmy around this house. But
it was more than a shimmy. I'm surprised I didn't hurt nothing.
By myself.
Yeah.
I cannot have
I'm pretty sure at one point I may have broke out in like the Carlton.
The Carlton? Not the Carlton.
I was having a great time. And then I laid down and I, scrolled through the TikTok and whatnot on my phone for a while and finally went to sleep. But like, I was like, and let me tell you, because he was out of town. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I had this whole king size bed with all the pillows by myself and it felt so good.
Yeah.
That night. It did get kind of lonely. Further in the week goes.
While I was going through all the little cat stuff,
yeah.
I was here by myself because Daniel was saying dog sitting.
Yeah.
So I had the bed to myself.
Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it gets
nice.
lonely.
Yeah. There was one night where I texted him and I was like, I can't wait till she gets back home because I'm sad. And he was like, 2 more sleeps.
Oh,
it was very cute.
But yeah, it was a long week. It was a long week, man. Yeah. I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Oh, I do know. I do know. Yeah. So in all of this, it's been a rough week, and I'm like, when I texted you the other day,
yeah,
I was like, one minor inconvenience on Thursday it was.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my mom's picking the kids up from school. TJ will be home tonight. And he was like, he was home by I think at 9. Mm. I was one minor inconvenience away. It felt like I probably wouldn't really have, but I could have just
seriously considered it.
Jumping in the car and driving south until I hit water. I texted Brittany, I was like, you want to go to the beach? And she's like, no, I have bills. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't ask you to pay for it.
I'm like, I spent, not me sing by myself, but
right.
Conglomerately in this household, we spent $2,500 on vet bills last week. So, I was like, I ain't going nowhere. We do have a trip planned though. We'll have to plan our recording around our trips.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, and then I'm sitting there, and as I'm going through it with this thought process, my phone goes off, and I look down, and TJ has sent me a picture, and I look, and he's at a beach in New York.
That would have been my 13th reason.
Oh, I was like, fuck off.
Yeah. That would have been my 13th reason. I would have been like, I did not need to know that.
I'm like, I need water. I need naturally occurring water. I need to be sitting somewhere next to water. I need to be somewhere. I need the beach. And so he's like, let's go. And I'm like, when are we going to go? We've got soccer this weekend. Yeah. Next weekend is our golf tournament. And I'm like, when are we going to go? So he gets home Thursday night. Friday, I swear to you, it wasn't no more than a couple hours of a conversation. Yeah. We done booked a VRBO house. We done booked a flight, and we are going out of town to a beach in the next couple of weeks. So I'm stoked, which we were supposed to this summer anyway.
Yeah.
This will be our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, nice.
So we will, which our 15-year date anniversary is in 9 days. So we were going to take a trip. We're supposed to, but we had some other stuff come up that is ending up not going to come through for us. So we decided to reallocate money to go on this trip.
There you go.
So
if you're not going to do, whatever,
Yeah.
Might as well have fun.
Yeah. I was already also trying to figure out another tattoo. I was debating on which tattoo I want because I was like, I'm just gonna do a big one if we're not gonna do this. Also, the dental work that Easton was supposed to have, and I told you initially they were gonna charge me like, what was it, $2,400, something like that?
Yeah.
They called me the other day out of nowhere. I haven't scheduled it because I was trying to figure out when TJ was having his stuff done.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get it all figured out. I have not talked to the dentist office since then.
Yeah.
They call me out of nowhere last week.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had just had the conversation with my sister about how you and that bag that you had given me.
Oh, yeah.
And how, you had yours.
Yeah.
And it, like, spontaneously, y'all are so busy.
We've got some of that in the money box. One of the girls at the retreat brought it. And there was a lot left over, and I ended up with them. And I was like, because one is for like luck and prosperity. And I was like, let me throw one of these in my purse. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting like extra money for like things.
Right.
And then I was like, well, let me put some of this in the money box at work. His stepmom saw them the other day and goes, what's that? And then he said something about it, and she goes, oh, okay. And he's like, I'm about to take them out of here.
She gives me one, and I just put it on my desk because I work from home, so I put it on my desk, and it ain't coming in like that for me, which I didn't expect it to because of the type of work that I do.
Right.
But like, and I was talking to my sister about it, and she's like, she's had something similar going on, but it's like hers is coming in means of like people just randomly have been giving them stuff.
Yeah.
Like expensive bicycle for one of her kids that like one of the neighbors had that their grandson doesn't use, and so they were like, here, take it, like an expensive bicycle.
Nice.
And then like they go out and like meals were paid for them. Yeah. So like, and I think she even said the lawnmower. Maybe that was another conversation I had with somebody else. But anyway,
so you got given this lawnmower?
But I'm sitting there. My phone rings. It's the dentist office. I answer the phone. And they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "They're just wanting me to schedule this."
Yeah.
I was looking over the estimate that we gave you, and we coded this wrong. And so here's your new total, and it's like $1,200.
Yeah.
Which is significantly less.
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So, still expensive, but not $2,400.
Right.
So, I was like, I'll take that. So, there was a little extra money that I had already gotten out and prepared for that. But
I would say it counts.
Yeah.
I would say it counts.
I'm stoked.
I was going to talk about the Ren Fair.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the Ren Fair. It was fairy weekend. Isaiah's first time going.
Did he love it?
I think so.
Were there lots of boobies?
Not that I could tell. There was a lot going on. We should have gotten like a seat for the jousting because we didn't get over there in time because I wanted to go find something to eat.
Bless you.
And I couldn't go anywhere without the two shadows following me around. So, we, all went for me to get Jester chips and therefore didn't have a seat for jousting. But we watched a little bit of it and then we were like, well, while everybody's here, we're going to go get on the bus and go to the castle.
Right.
By the time we got off of the bus back from the castle, the line to go to the castle was like up inside of, so that main gate. So like, where we were in line that one time where like it was basically right there at that gate.
Yeah.
It was way up the hill.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, we had the right idea.
Yeah.
I was like, if we wanted to, we could stay for the jousting in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I was like, but yeah, because the castle closes at 3.
Yeah.
Now you go in for a video presentation.
Oh.
Inside. I bought a sticker for my table.
Of course.
Yeah, I was like, sticker, sign me up.
Right.
$4.
Did you see that I finally found a home for the one that you gave me?
I did.
I finally did. I bought this water bottle the other day at Walmart.
I like that.
I thought it fit very well. Plus, I got
Yeah.
that when I got the bugs for the dragons the other day.
Oh,
The company sent it
cute.
to me. And then this is that candy I was telling you about.
Yeah. No, candy shouldn't be painful.
Listen, if y'all have never heard, so there's a candy called Black Death candy. And it's supposed to be like the most sour candy in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
I ordered some. So I ordered the Black Death, which is the sourest.
Ugh.
It's like I ordered 5 of them because I thought, we might all try them.
Yeah. I don't see.
Gemma did not.
I was gonna say I don't
Easton
see
did
the
not.
2 youngest doing that.
Me, TJ, and Maddie all did at the same time. I bought that one. I bought the watermelon.
Did Maddie try to act cool like it wasn't? Yeah.
I bought the watermelon. I bought the green apple and the Dr. Pepper flavor.
I bet the watermelon was.
I haven't tried it. Honestly, I'm kind of scared because that Black Death was so bad. It hurt.
Yeah.
Like it made you pucker so hard. And then like once you get like the sour, because you get the sour off of the outside of it and you think that you're past it.
No.
And then like a little hole pops through and there's stuff in the middle of it that's fizzy but also sour.
Ugh. That sounds disgusting.
It was so freaking sour. And then so TJ ate one of those. Me, TJ, and Maddie all 3 ate one. Me and TJ are struggling. We both ended up taking it out of our mouths for a few minutes just to kind of relax our jaw.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Maddie's keeping hers in like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Then we finished that.
She's probably over there like, I don't know what y'all's problem is.
Gemma comes in. She wanted to try the Dr. Pepper one. So I give her that. She couldn't finish it. So TJ finishes it for her.
Yeah.
He said it was pretty sour too. So the 2 back
sour
to back.
Sour Dr. Pepper?
It's just the sour coating on the outside. It really didn't even taste like Dr. Pepper. It tastes like a cola flavored something. But those 2 sour candies back to back, it took him like 3 days to be able to taste anything. I'm sure. Because we went to eat dinner afterwards. And we're sitting there eating. And he's like, does your food have any flavor? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I can't taste mine. And I'm instantly like, can you smell? Do you have COVID?
Are you ill?
So, but yeah, it took him like 3 or 4 days to be able to taste anything.
Good
really.
Lord. No.
Because he got mad because, one of his favorite candies in the whole world is lemon heads.
I didn't know that.
He said, oh yeah, him and his brother have gotten in an actual fist fight over lemon heads.
Gross.
Specifically because his brother was like, I'm going to take one of those. And TJ was like, no, you can ask. And his brother's like, no, I'm going to take them. And TJ's not going to take the disrespect. So, they physically fought over it.
That's such a younger sibling move. Oh, I'm going to take it.
Yeah. So, but no, he was eating those later that night. And he was like, it literally just tastes like candy. Like there's nothing. It doesn't taste like a lemon head. I can just tell that it's sweet, is all he said.
Yeah, that's gross. What else? Oh, we watched. We actually sat and watched some of the shows.
Yeah.
At the Ren Fair. Because I don't think when we went with the kids, I don't think we did because Easton wasn't gonna sit down for that. And then Daniel goes, oh, hey, that's the spot where Easton laid in the ditch and the cop walked by and was looking.
Thought he was dead.
And Danny goes, he's fine. Because he's just laying in the ditch pretending to be dead.
And the cop thought he was passed out.
Oh, Lord.
I think about that all the time. That popped up on my memories on Facebook within the past couple of days.
Yeah. But yeah, we saw the pickpocket show.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the guy that does the fire batons and stuff, Garbanzo. And then Daniel found him on TikTok. I'll have to send you the TikTok. It was funny. Because we're sitting there snickering about it. Because we caught the end of one of his shows and then we came back and watched the beginning and watched the whole show. And I was like, we ought to walk up to him and go, Wednesdays, am I right? Because there was one of his TikToks was because Danny's sitting there giggling. He's like watching it, and then he goes, "I'm gonna like this. This is funny." Because it's him, and it's like we get accused of having orgies on the weekends, like after the shows and stuff, and I'm just sitting in, and in the background, it's just women running back and forth. And then he goes, "We do that on Wednesdays." But it was just so funny, and I was like, because I think Danny was gonna say something, but he was like up there talking to like kids,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I'm not gonna mention that while he's talking to kids." I was like, "He could have just said Wednesdays, am I right?" And then walked away. I was like, kids would have had no idea what you're talking about, and he would have thought it was funny.
Right.
And then there was also a lady there. Apparently, I was the only one in our group that noticed. I was like, she was swallowing a sword and climbing a ladder of blades. And he goes, "What?" I was like, we were all standing right there while she was talking. And then you two were like, "Well, we don't know what to do. Let's go somewhere." And then we walked off. He's like, "You could have said something." I was like, no, there was no place to sit, first of all. I was like, because we got over there, like, towards the end of the show. Because they run so many that are, like, at the same times, and they're all over the place. But they run them, like, over, like, a couple of times. But we also caught the tail end of, like, the royal dating game. I still don't really know what was happening with that, but the food there, expensive. Very expensive.
Yeah.
The Jester chips were $15.
Good God.
And I got skimped out on my cheese because her tank of cheese ran out.
Was there a pickle guy?
I didn't see a pickle guy.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I didn't see a pickle guy. There might have been one, but I kept going. I kept smelling the air because I could smell incense.
Oh.
And I was like, I need to find wherever that is. So, like, when we got back from the castle, I was like, I need to find wherever this incense is because I can smell it all over this place, but I haven't found it yet. So, finally, I found it, and I bought 10 sticks for $5, nice. And then I bought a bar of soap. That is, like, incense scented. But yeah, all over that place. I was walking around and I was like, it smells like patchouli. I can smell it. I was like, and it smells like incense.
Right. I love that.
And I'm like, it smells so good. I need to find it. And then I finally found it. I will say that like it's expanded a lot since we went.
There's like a whole bad to go on Viking weekend. And honestly, like TJ and I were going to dress up.
Yeah. I was going to dress up, but
yeah,
it was more of like getting me, it kind of helped me get out of a funk.
Yeah.
That I needed and distracted me. I got to go to the Taylor Swift Castle. That's what I kept calling it, Taylor Swift Castle. We get on the bus and somebody starts playing Love Story because they're watching the music video. But we, let's see. I'm trying to think. We went to the castle. Oh, there's like a mermaid cove now. Oh. There's like a whole little pond over there, and you can do like meet and greets with mermaids and stuff.
That's awesome.
And it's like where we sat to like eat, where Easton was dead in the ditch for a few minutes.
Yeah.
There's like booths all down that way now.
Oh.
So there's like booths if you walk, like it's like up and down, like little alleyways now. It's really nice. It's really nice. There's so much more stuff to like look at. We kept, whatever reason, we kept winding up over by where like the little bird noisemakers were, and it was driving us nuts. The sound of that was just absolutely insane. And at first, like the first time we passed by, they didn't notice that the guy was actually standing there playing one. And then we walked back by, and one, I don't know if it was him or Isaiah, went, oh, he's actually playing that. Yeah. Did you think he had a CD player?
Right.
Out here with no service? But it was nice. I'm really glad we went.
I have a pickle related funny.
What?
So Thursday I go to pick up the kids from mom's because obviously I didn't just take off and drive south.
Right.
And so my dad was home from work, and we're sitting in the living room, and then all of a sudden Dad disappears into the kitchen, and he's in there for a while. So then I'm like, okay, well, let's go, because I wanted to get home and get everything that I didn't get accomplished on Wednesday done on Thursday.
Yeah.
And so I go into the kitchen because I was going in there to throw something away and needed to, give Dad a hug or whatever before we left. Dad's standing over the kitchen counter over a jar of pickles with a fork, just going to town.
He just been in there for like 10 minutes eating pickles.
I'm like, oh, so you're just in here just like inhaling pickles? And he was like, yeah, you want one? And I'm like, no, I'm good. He goes, are you sure? You can have whatever kind you want. And then he opens the fridge, and there's like 6 or 7 or 8.
Not him being in his pickle era.
There's like so many different kinds of pickles in that fridge. He's like, what kind do you want? There's this kind and this kind and this kind and this kind. And have you ever tried this kind and this? And I'm like, not the pickles, Dad.
Oh my God, that reminds me. There's a TikTok account that's that showed the it's like a TikTok account for like being between the vills. I don't know if you've seen any of her TikToks, but she went to the farmer's market.
I think I have seen that.
And I was like, damn, I need to go down to the farmer's market.
The one out here?
Yeah. We just did t-shirts for them. So if you see any of their like fuchsia colored t-shirts for the farmer's market, we did those.
Nice.
That's our work.
It's like it's there and then it's gone. Talking about Dad with pickles. Oh, do you eat tomatoes?
Some.
I have a tomato plant growing. And we don't eat those.
Daniel likes tomatoes more than I do.
Should I get any tomatoes? I'm gonna have bell peppers. We did get bell peppers.
Pico.
We went, the walls that we have outside where we put all the plant stuff. We went and bought like.
Oh yeah, didn't you accidentally buy the tomato plant?
Oh, so okay. Gemma picked up a tomato plant thing because it was in the bell pepper section.
Yeah.
And we bought the bell peppers because I can cut those up and the bearded dragon can eat those.
Yeah.
So my bell peppers are starting to come in. So they bloomed.
Yeah.
And now like the bell peppers are coming out of the blooms. And like there's one where it's like just the tiniest little bell pepper butt coming through. And it's so cute.
The one and only bell pepper I ever grew was about this big around. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
And I've got like 4 or 5 blooms, and like 2 of them now have little bell pepper butts coming out. I'm so excited. I also planted some okra, but I don't think it's gonna make it. I also planted lavender, and it's not doing well.
I've never done well with like
do lavender
with herbs. I've not done well with herbs.
I can grow. I've got some sweet mint. I've got some cilantro. I've got some.
You don't even like cilantro.
I know, but the dragon loves it. I've got everything out there except for the tomatoes. He might be able to eat tomatoes. I don't know. But like everything out there pretty much is stuff that he can eat.
Gotcha.
But I'm growing sweet mint, cilantro, garden sage, mustard greens, rosemary. I've got a ton of rosemary.
Yeah.
What else is there? There's something else up there on the top. Basil. Oh my God, there's something else up there. Lemongrass, maybe?
Yeah.
Lemon balm. That's it. And it's all doing so well. My lavender, not doing it. My okra, not having it.
Yeah.
The strawberries are starting to look good. They
must be just temperamental.
I don't know. Strawberries are also not for the dragon. He's for Gemma. I have houseplants now.
Finally transplanted my retreat plant from the first retreat a year ago. I said, I just got the gumption the other day. I was like, I got to do something. I can't just sit in the bed and cry. So I went in there and I transplanted my little plant. It's just like this that's hanging in here. I don't know what that's called. It's a pythos. I don't know. It's something like that. But it does really well, and I've got it in this hanging basket. So, and I had another one of these hanging baskets, and I asked when somebody went to Ollie's one day, I said, hey, get me a small bag of potting soil. He comes back with a huge bag of potting soil. So I had to do something with it, and I've transplanted that little plant. I could probably get, honestly, I could probably propagate some of these, give them as gifts.
Yeah. TJ bought some of these plants.
Now, if Willow over there don't stop trying to eat my snake plant.
TJ bought some houseplants from online. Easy Plants or something like that. And like they've got like a water reservoir. That you only fill like once a month.
Yeah.
And that takes care of it. For, that's literally all you have to do for a whole month. And they've been doing so well.
Nice. Oh, God.
What?
I should not be able to hear you coming from a mile away.
Hey, so I was looking at Spreaker.
Yeah.
We've got lots more countries that are coming in strong.
Also, I've noticed something.
UK coming in with 10 downloads in the last 30 days.
Oh, nice.
Ireland. I was just asking.
I know why there's the UK.
I was just asking about the Irish.
Laura's in the UK right now.
The Irish shows.
I like that she's listening to us over there.
We've got 3 downloads from Ireland in the last 30 days. So if you're still listening, if you're still here, send them to me, brother.
But I noticed, because like whenever I was in there looking to see if I could fix the YouTube situation, I noticed that there's like a different like program that is being like a different distribution thing. It comes through as like a black line. It's called like lib with a V on the end or something. I looked into that. So apparently there's like and this is where a portion of our downloads are coming from, is there's like a library thing that can be like, if like a certain play, like if somebody requests it, the library thing will like basically like farm our episodes for their whatever the platform is, and they use that to be able to do it. So
hey, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I was like, that does not bother me as long as somebody's listening to it. But yeah,
we need y'all to sound off in the comments, being wherever, to let us know where you're listening to us from, because we can see.
Yeah, but
like
we can't see like
cities, but
who
like
you are,
right?
whatever.
I don't need to know the specific city.
No,
but just tell us what state you're listening to us from, because it's the amount of states and the people that I know.
Another Dear Wanderers post. I haven't done one in a minute.
I like, honestly, when we started this, how many 3 years ago?
Yeah,
I didn't think that it would reach any further than just our circle.
Yeah, I really.
And
didn't
now
either.
we have several downloads in 30 days in states that I know no one.
Yeah.
So like,
it's so crazy that there's somebody.
Who are you in Massachusetts? Who are you in Colorado?
Colorado would be, yeah, that would be Laura.
Who are you in I know who Ohio is. Who's in Minnesota? What about Maine?
I don't know.
And if y'all want to be best friends, let us know and give us a place to stay if we ever want to travel. Like, you got a spare bedroom you want to let
Laura and Ash, if y'all ever come to Nashville, hit a girl up.
You ain't staying at my house because there ain't room.
We will eventually have a guest bedroom again that you can stay
right in. You ain't staying at my house because there's barely enough room for what I got.
But we can definitely hang out. That would be very exciting. I really like Laura and Ashley.
The few in Ohio that I know are the ones that I talked to, or the ones that I told you were coming down, that they wanted to meet you as well. They're not staying with me.
Could you imagine if they didn't want to meet me? Be like, no, we don't like her.
But she specifically said,
I like the podcast, but I don't like her.
Well, it wasn't even because it was the podcast, because, you know, we're friends outside of that.
Yeah.
But, like, she was like, we want to meet up with you and your friend. And I'm like, I instantly knew. I was like, oh, are you talking about Britt? She was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. She'd love that. But she listens to the podcast while she's working. So, like, all her clients that are in there are hearing us as well.
Yeah. I just need y'all to know I've been, like, demolishing Anito for this whole episode.
So, we got plaques today at soccer if we placed.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently I didn't pay attention, because apparently a lot of them, if not all of them, say fall of 2025.
Oh, nice. Leftovers.
They
gotta use them, yeah.
Yeah. But, so my phone's blowing up over that currently.
Oh, nice. Oh, we're going on a trip.
To our favorite rocket ship?
No, we're going to South Carolina.
That was in the running for places that we could have gone in the next couple of weeks. Because I was looking at Hilton Head.
We're going to, because I got him for Christmas/birthday, because I don't know what it is about this man, but I cannot buy him a gift.
He's so hard to shop for.
He's so hard to shop for.
I'm not even in a relationship
because, like, yeah, sure, I could buy him Hot Wheels all day. I don't know what he needs. Because, like, I literally went to the dollar store at the end of, like, so you leave here, the road that you're off of. I went to the one way down at the end, right on my way home. And I said, a few weeks ago, I was like, oh, let me look at the Hot Wheels. I found one, a mini. And then I was like, let me get it for him, surprise him. I was like, he probably already got it, but it's the thought that counts. I go back the other day because I needed to get a few things for the cats, and I come home and I was like, I said, here, I got you a Hot Wheel. And then I was like, the longer I looked at it, I'm almost certain it's the same one I bought you a couple weeks ago. He looks, he goes, yep.
You know what?
He said, I also stopped at that dollar store and looked, and there were no minis. And I said, it's because I bought them all.
Right. Because I have them.
But I was like, whatever. It's the thought that counts. I was like, if anything, just save it for, like, a gift for somebody, you know.
Well, that's like the drinks that I buy at the place that Maddie works at.
Yeah.
She bought me some for Mother's Day, but she couldn't find any in the flavor that I specifically like.
Oh,
so she got me, like, 3 of them from another flavor that she thought maybe I would.
Yeah.
Which I do. They're good. But she was like, we didn't have any of the peach ones. And I was like, that's because I just bought them all the other day. I literally just bought y'all out of them.
I'm the culprit.
Yeah, I bought you out of them.
But anyways, so I bought him, this was right before all the cat stuff happened. I paid for for him to do a 2-hour BMW experience. And so we're going to go in June for that, and we're going to stay the weekend. I also realized that it's kind of our 7th anniversary. We don't have, like, an exact anniversary day. There is no anniversary in this relationship because it just kind of happened, and neither of us were looking at the calendar that day. And so it's June-ish.
One day y'all started, like, hanging out,
and then we just
never stopped.
Yeah. And then sometimes we kiss and stuff.
Ew. No, you don't. Don't say that to me.
But, so I realized that it was going to be our, like, kind of anniversary. And I was thinking about it, and then I was like, that would be so fun. Have, like, a little anniversary trip. And then he gets to do that. And then I went, Isaiah's going.
I'm going to need you to leave the room because we're about to make animal noises.
I kept, like, I was like, it's not a problem. Like, it really does. I don't mind that Isaiah's going at all. And it'll be fine. It'll still be a fun trip. And, you know, they'll have fun because he's also going to book in. I think he said he's paying for it tomorrow, maybe? Today or tomorrow. He's going to sign up for an experience for the same day, hopefully. And so, but I was like, it's totally fine.
Are y'all sharing a hotel room?
Yeah, it's a
Just make him
2-queen bed.
He
literally yesterday, we get in the car, we go to do our usual, like, thrifting trip, and he goes, you think I can, like, uninvite him? I said, no, it'll be fine.
Just
I was like, we'll be
I'm sure
fine.
There's a McDonald's down the road.
You think we can send him on an errand or something for
Yeah.
a little while?
Well, that's like when we were trying to book
He
our
said,
trip.
he said he could ask him, hey, do you think you could find something to do for 3 minutes?
We were trying to figure out when to book ours because I was like, we have soccer this weekend, then next weekend is the golf tournament. So like we go the next weekend, and then I get to think about it, and I look, and I was like, I'm supposed to be on my period that weekend. And
See,
I was
I have just gotten off.
I was
mine.
like, I mean, we could still go. And he goes, no, I'm not going on a trip if there's not going to be any vacation pooty poo. I'm like, okay, so the following week is when we're gonna go. I guess,
we're probably not even going to be able to shower together.
I mean,
No, we still will.
yeah,
I'll make
yes,
him
you
do
can.
it. I don't. Who cares? We're saving water. We're conserving water.
Isaiah
We'll have
can
to see
sit
what
out
the
there
shower situation looks like, though.
Isaiah can sit out there and twiddle his thumbs.
We'll be like, I wonder what they're doing in there.
He's old enough.
He'll be like, I don't want to know what they're doing in there.
He's gonna leave. He's gonna go to McDonald's.
He's gonna like walk outside. There's a pool there. It's a nice hotel.
Tell him to go swimming. He's a
some
child.
amenities.
He's your child. Send him out to go swimming.
Hey, go get in the pool.
Yeah, go play in the pool with some friends. Go make some friends.
Go see if anybody wants to play mermaids with you.
See if y'all can play Marco Polo.
Oh Lord, I'm pretty excited though.
What I was telling you, I was talking to that other friend. We were talking about your sister.
Yeah,
and I said something about Isaiah, and I was like, it's Danny's nephew, but it's like
he keeps calling. He's like on when we went to the Ren Fair, he was like our son, and Isaiah goes, "Who? That's not me."
I was like, he's got like their relationship is very much so of like a father son type situation in the way that they are together. I was like, so I refer to him as his Uncle Daddy, and they hate that.
Well, also too, because like he'll be at work and he'll be like, Isaiah, I don't know if Isaiah listens to this. If so, sorry for airing your dirty laundry. But
I'm not sorry.
Isaiah will be at work, right? And he'll like message him every time he gets like the consolidation or whatever it is. And because he's proud of himself. Yeah. So he'll message, oh, I got one. And then one day he goes, Danny goes, he messages me every time he gets one. And I was like, who else is he going to tell? I was like, he doesn't have a dad. He goes, he has a dad. I was like, he has a biological dad.
He's got a sperm donor.
Exactly. I was like, it's different. I was like, it's just different. I was like, you're the closest thing.
You're supposed to, even if you don't really care, you're supposed to say, I'm proud of you. Good job.
No, don't say no. That'll make Isaiah feel weird. He'll stop doing it if he does that.
Even if he just says, way to go. Good job.
I mean, that would be fine. But if he's like, because my son, Susie will just go, I'm so proud of him. And like, I think the reason why like our dynamic is like an aunt and uncle with a nephew works so well is because we're all kind of the same in the way that none of us accept praise very well, so we don't give it very like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm proud of you, but like, you'll know that I think that. Like, I'm not going to be like, you suck. But like, and like, I don't have to sit here and tell somebody that I love them for them to know that I do.
When all that
because I have a very hard time doing that.
And like we've talked recently, like you and I have been friends for as long as we've been friends.
Yeah,
I could probably, if I really sat down and thought about it, count the number of times that we've hugged each other on one hand.
Yeah,
in 20.
Did you see my reply to your comment?
Yes, that everybody there.
I was like, I've hugged. What's crazy is I've hugged everybody in this comment section.
Yeah, but one time probably.
Some of them, yeah, because we hug like. At the retreat, like, we all hugged, like, when we were all leaving, if we got the chance.
Right.
And stuff like, if you saw me at the retreat, you would be like, this bitch is an alien and I don't know her.
Right.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's
retreat Brittany and real life Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It's very similar. It's not like I'm a whole different
Britt
person.
Snitter
and Brittany are two different people.
Yes. But like
we're very similar, but I feel like it's like a different.
Britt Snitter's more open with people.
Yeah, I'm more social.
Yes.
I feel more because, and I think it's because everybody feels more okay just being themselves.
Right.
And so I don't have to worry that like I'm being annoying or that I'm being weird.
Right.
Or if I'm sitting there being quiet, I don't have to worry that like everybody's thinking about, oh my God, why is she sitting over there being quiet?
Right.
Because we're all that way.
Yeah.
And like everybody's different. And like there was like one girl in particular who was like, she has a very big personality. And I overheard her saying one morning, she was like, I'm afraid that I'm like off-putting because my personality's so big and I feel like I'm just like blah in your face. And I was like, don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I said, because I feel from my perspective as somebody who does tend to sit and just be more quiet and observe, I feel like your personality type makes people like me feel more comfortable. I was like, because if you're okay being the star of the show, I don't have to worry about, am I being weird?
I just had a realization and it hit hard.
What?
So like, I'm not one that's going to sit and judge you based off of your personality, but I have a harder time. That's a lie. I do.
Everybody does.
I'm not going to not be your friend because of your personality.
Right. Unless you're shitty.
Right. I may be a little bit standoffish with you.
Yeah.
I have a harder time getting closer to people with big personalities.
Yeah.
Because it does,
for me,
it does kind of,
it's a little intimidating.
It is, but I think that it's like that Capricorn Pisces.
Yeah.
We butt heads. We do. That's just how it is. And I have a hard time being like closer to somebody with that type of personality.
Mm-hmm. It's like me with an Aries man.
But I wonder if that's not, excuse me, I feel like my personality has kind of gone more inward the past probably 5 or so years. I'm not as big and boisterous like I used to, because you could hear me a mile away.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, I would say that's probably, like I was saying, that's probably how we ended up being friends. Yeah. Is I'm like, okay, this is somebody I can be weird around.
Right. I wonder if the big personalities bother me more than others because I do sometimes have a big personality.
Yeah.
It just depends on the mood you catch me in. Right. But I am very, especially with like newer people, it takes me a hot minute.
Oh yeah.
And more so here I get working from home has fucked me.
Yeah, that's probably what's done it.
It has fucked me because I am so awkward around new people now.
Yeah.
Like we've started hanging out with one of Gemma's friends' moms.
Yeah.
And I feel so awkward around her. And it's not that there's anything wrong with her. It's not that I don't mesh well with her because I do. I really like her.
Right.
She's a super sweet person and she's a good time to be around. We've hung out a couple times. She's come to watch the kids play soccer. We went to go watch one of her girls play softball. I enjoy being around her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like a huge personality, but it's like I can tell she's more comfortable coming at me more with her personality than I am with her. I'm very reserved.
Yeah.
But I feel myself kind of loosening up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
Now with the Megans, on the other hand, girl, they get it.
I was going to say, there's just some people where I think it's because like this.
I think it's because they're not in front of me.
Yeah.
Now, when we meet face to face,
that helps.
Might be a whole nother world.
Because we were talking about there's some new people in the Discord, right? So we were like having a little chit chat last night because one girl was like, like we were sending pictures and everything, like this is what we all look like, and she's like, oh my god, and she said, I'm gonna be so nervous because she's going to one of the book events that Pixie's doing. she's like, I'm just going to be so nervous. And I was like, listen, I said, initially, when you meet up with like a bigger group of us, I was like, initially, you're going to be like, whoa, these are actual people.
Yeah.
I was like, and then once you get over that, I was like, then you're like, whoa, these are real people.
Yeah.
And then it gets cool. I was like, because you all know each other.
Yeah.
You've just never physically seen each other.
Right.
And I was like, and then for me, at least for the leading up to the second retreat, I wasn't near as nervous. And going into it, I was like, immediately. And I think that even just being in this little community has helped me be more sociable.
Are you fluttering around like I did at my Halloween party when you were so proud of me? I still think about that quite often, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah.
It gives me the warm and fuzzies.
But yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah. Like it's like meeting up with them in person is just like being in the Discord. Right. It's like flittering from conversation to conversation, flowing in and out of the different rooms that we've got in there and all that.
Just for any of y'all Pixie Pops that are listening,
mm-hmm.
if any of y'all should get to be so blessed as to become close with her, just know that she's kind of an asshole. And she's going to talk shit to you and be very hateful to you.
Maybe.
Especially if you're driving and she's in the passenger seat.
Listen.
This bitch never talks as much shit to me as she does when I'm driving.
I don't know what you want me to say, dude, but exactly. Exactly. I'm all right. Thank you.
I'm like, we're riding down the road. And it's 55. I'm doing 64, and I pass a cop, and I'm like, "Oh my god, here we go! I'm gonna get pulled over." She's like, "I'm gonna laugh. I'm just gonna sit over here and laugh." And I'm like, "Why are you being hateful to me?"
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. But like with the Discord, I feel like it's made me feel a little bit like normally. So we stayed with friends of his, right? That I had never met, I'd never really talked to. He's never met in person. So we stayed with them on the way to, and then we stopped and visited on the way back. For whatever reason, I don't know what came over me, but while I wasn't I was a little nervous, because I'm like, I've never met these people staying in their house. I feel like I'm going to be awkward and weird all night.
Did you have a gummy beforehand?
No. Oh. Stone cold sober.
Nice.
I was the biggest chatterbox that this woman has ever met. All night. I'm like, girl, we ain't never met. Let me tell you the entire lifestyle. Let's tell each other because it was a mutual conversation. Right. It wasn't just me talking. But I'm like, girl, let's catch each other up on our entire lives as if we've been best friends that haven't seen each other in 10 years. And I'm like, who was that? Like, I even wrote, because I sent her a package afterwards. I sent her a copy of Pixie's book because she likes, fantasy novels. And so I sent her a copy of it. And then I also sent her a copy of Cody Crowley's first book. And I put a little note in there. And I was like, sorry for talking your ear off all night long.
Well,
but
going back to not being, a very touchy-feely person, though.
Oh, yeah. No. No. I'll hug you. But I'm not going to probably initiate a hug.
No. But then there's and you telling somebody that you love them. When you were going through all the shit with Little Cat,
mm-hmm.
I was like, I know that we don't say this, but I feel like it needs to be said because I'm very much so I used to be worse at it than I am now, but I'm like a hugger.
I'm trying to get better about being tell your friends you love them.
Right.
Because life is short.
I used to be big on, I was a hugger,
mm-hmm.
Tell people that I love them, whatever. And so, we've been friends for 20 years, and we probably only said that a handful of times.
Well, also, we've probably maybe hugged 4 times.
Right. And even so much so, in if this tells y'all anything further in our friendship.
5 pictures of us together.
Right. While because we were chilling in your bed that night.
Yeah.
I came over. and she had a bruise on her arm,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I grabbed her arm and was like, what is this? Not that I thought it was going to be anything serious,
Yeah.
but I was like, what did you do?
It definitely gave defensive wound vibes.
Well, yes, but it looked a lot darker because it was darker in there than what I think it really was. But I was like, what is this? And I grabbed her arm, and then immediately as I grabbed it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm touching her. Not that I was grossed out, but it's just something that never happens.
Yeah.
Honest to God, in high school, I was the biggest person that walk up behind somebody and smack them on the ass just for shits and giggles. And I'll do that to TJ from time to time, whatever. I think everybody goes through a phase. Most everybody. I've done that to you one time.
I like to do that to Daniel in public.
Right. Well, I've done that to you one time that I can remember. I'm sure I did it in high school.
I've
done it in our adult age. I've done it one time, and you looked at me like I had just committed
the worst
the gravest sin. And I was like, oh, well, nope, not doing that again.
See, I don't even remember that.
You were in the old office, bent over, and I walked in behind you, didn't know that you were in there, bent over, and I was like, here's my opportunity. And I seized the moment, and I immediately regretted it. You didn't say shit. You didn't get mad, really. You were just like, yeah, don't do that.
I know I didn't get mad.
No, you just shot me a look like,
it's like, the fuck?
The fuck? And I was like, well, won't do that again. Learned that lesson.
Yeah, I'm not very touchy-feely.
No, and some people aren't. I'm getting to a point to where I'm not as much anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't grow, you
know what did it for me?
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
I'm now kind of slightly a germaphobe. We go out in public and I'm like, I feel dirty.
I have such bad medical anxiety that I'm just like, if somebody comes around me sniffling, I'm on a high alert.
But yet she'd be like, come on over.
Well,
Your kids ain't had a fever in 24 hours. All right, come on.
Yeah. I'm trying to be not so anxious about it. Plus, I'm properly medicated now.
So have I ever gotten you sick though? Honestly, I'm asking out of curiosity.
I have no idea. I'm sure at some point we've gotten each other sick, but
I don't think it's ever been anything serious. I've never brought a stomach bug or something that the kids are running a fever on.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm always really cautious about it. Remember that time that I came over here with a cold because we put
I think
it off?
also too when during COVID, my anxiety was so bad that I would catch COVID that I made everybody around me miserable. I was so terrified, and
what did we do during COVID times? Were we just we haven't no symptoms, so we're just going to do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, we weren't even doing this during COVID.
No, we weren't doing this.
Okay.
No. This was, I think the idea of this was kind of born of COVID, though. We started kind of throwing the idea around. But no, yeah, I think for the most part, when we did hang out, we would just hang out either here or at your house.
There's been at least once that I came over here with a mask on.
Yeah.
And because I had been death cold all week, but was finally on the downhill portion of it and was feeling better, but we had to record. Yeah. And so instead of doing it remotely, you were like, it's fine. And I brought my own cold medicine, my own Lysol wipes, my own tissues, a Walmart bag to put the used tissues in. I was sanitizing everything, hand sanitizer. I was like, I'm not touching shit.
Yeah. No. And I think now that because I was once I had COVID twice. Once I had it, I was the first time wasn't as bad. We didn't even know we had COVID until 3 days in. But the second time, we were both we both felt like we were on death's doorstep. So the bomb pop Faygo, I probably talked about it on here at the time. We had gotten some not knowing that we had COVID, and because the first thing that went was our sense of taste, but we didn't really realize it because we could still kind of taste, but just not full flavor.
Right.
So we're both taking sips of this Faygo oh, this is good. This is so good. And we're like, it's not as flavorful as I thought it would be. And then, of course, we figured out we were sick.
Yeah.
And like both of us like laid in the bed, just like drenched in sweat for a full day. It was horrible. And then later, he was like, well, I'm going to try this drink again. He's like, because I'm pretty sure we just couldn't taste it. And then I was like, I can taste the granules of sugar in this.
It's so sweet.
My sense of smell is still kind of low key.
My mom can't
fucked
smell
up.
Anything.
Like it's either like, I feel like ever since then, my sense of smell is so sharp. Like if I blow my nose after I eat, I can smell what I've eaten.
You smell colors now?
Disgusting. Yeah.
My mom can't smell hardly anything now.
Damn.
Like since she's had COVID.
Yeah.
Also, too, that could be, and yay for you, perimenopause symptom.
Yeah.
Yay for you in whatever way you want to take that.
Listen, that man can take his shoes off back here and I can smell his feet before he gets in the room. He went and bought a bunch of stuff for his feet. We're encroaching on 2 hours. I just want you to know.
I figured.
So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. We'll have trip updates next time probably because we'll both have gone.
We'll have to figure out. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out when we're gonna get together. But because the 2 weekends in a row.
I thought, because I'm supposed to come over here and take care of the cats, and it like dawned on me like hours after we booked all this, and I was like, oh, I done did fuck up. Oh no.
I would have figured it out.
I would have felt so bad. Like I told you, 10 out of 10, I was already like, I'm going to call my sister. I'm sure Brittany won't care. Brandy can come over here and take care of them.
Just get Papa John. But, all right, let's land the plane.
All right, guys.
We got other stuff to do.
Make sure that you're following us on Facebook,
Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube.
And while you're in our nether regions looking at all this,
while you're digging around in our nether regions,
you can email us at wandersweird@gmail.com. Yes.
Oh, I have the thing.
The nonprofit.
Shit, hold on.
Shit fire.
Jude nonprofit. I know what it is, but I just want my little...
Just in case y'all heard that was not a fart, my arm slid across the table.
Chelsea farted.
No, I'd let y'all know if I did.
In honor of a little cat, I'm picking SCAMP again for this month's nonprofit. I did this one way, way back in like the beginning when we first started doing these, but I feel like it's appropriate to bring it up again. So SCAMP is a 501c3 nonprofit founded in 2021 and provides financial support to facilitate services that include but are not limited to medical treatments and rehabilitation of sick or injured animals and improvement to shelter facilities that aid the quality of life for shelter animals of Cheatham County Animal Control. In short, we are here to raise money to help the animals at the shelter where the county budget can't meet the special needs that arise. And they are a no-kill shelter, and SCAMP works with them to save as many animals as possible. They've got like hella kittens right now. I was looking at pictures, but none of them, I was like, no. I was like, none of these are, I think it's too soon. So,
yeah,
but I was like, they are cuties. They are cuties, but...
The next one you get, I want it to have 3 legs.
I can't do special needs.
It doesn't necessarily even have to be special needs. It'll just be a tripod. Like,
yeah, we'll see.
I'm sure it can live a normal life.
I'll know it when I see it.
Well, yeah. Just like we knew Ellie when we saw her.
I picked her off of Facebook.
Where'd you get that one? She was crusty. I remember that.
No, she was crusty.
She was crusty?
She came from a friend of his that was friends with his brother, and you can tell. That's where her attitude comes from. That's right. She's that's why I was talking earlier. Like she would do well with other cats. I was like, because she
was very crusty.
She was super crusty. She had eye infection, double ear infection.
She looked like a little
sinus
werewolf.
Infection.
Remember that?
Yeah, she
looked
looked
like a werewolf.
She looked shitty.
She was so cute.
But yeah, Willow came from over there, and I was like, oh, she's so timid and scared.
No, she wasn't.
The first day she was.
The first
I said,
day.
and then I heard the Taylor Swift song, of course, and I was like, let me name her Willow. She looks like Willow, to be fair. But timid and gentle, she is not.
No.
She is every bit like she grew up in a single wide with 15 other kittens. And she gives everybody around a run for their money around here. And now that Little Cat is not here for her to chase, somebody else is getting chased much more often, and she's not real happy about it.
I have a TikTok.
Do you?
Out there in the ethernet in the world, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I just got notified.
Oh.
I forgot we made a TikTok today with the players on the team.
Oh. But anyway, if you feel so inclined to donate to SCAMP, I probably will when the next paycheck hits. After all that, the vet stuff. But the link for doing that will be down in the description area where our nether regions.
The nether regions.
But yeah.
Get ready for that merch to hit the shelves.
On that note.
Okay, bye.
Bye.